Ever wonder why the seemingly all-powerful Galactic Empire fell apart so quickly? It wasn't just Luke Skywalker and his Jedi magic. A huge part of the story is something much more mundane. Economics. Let's start with the big one, the Death Star. This battle station wasn't just a super weapon. It was a black hole for money. Think about the raw materials needed: quadonium steel, massive kyber crystals that meant strip mining entire star systems. The Death Star project sucked up a quarter of the entire Imperial Navy's budget. All that cash was tied up in one single, giant, non-liquid asset, while Palpatine was building his moon-sized laser. Thousands of Star Destroyers were running on old, refurbished parts. This is also why Stormtrooper armor was so terrible. It was outsourced to the cheapest bidders, leading to those infamous aiming problems. It wasn't bad training, it was bad procurement. Next, let's talk about the cost of occupation. Trying to keep a planet like Lothal under Imperial control was an economic nightmare. The Empire had to station thousands of troops, build and maintain barracks, and even import food because local rebels would just burn the crops. The cost per insurrectionist was insane. For every 1 credit a rebel spent on a stolen blaster, the Empire had to spend 10,000 credits on garrison maintenance, orbital blockades, and funding the Imperial Security Bureau. The rebels weren't just outfighting the Empire. They were outspending them, forcing the Empire into a war of attrition it couldn't afford. Finally, the fatal flaw that brought it all down: corruption and bureaucratic gridlock. By the time of the Battle of Endor, the Imperial command structure was a mess. Promotions weren't based on skill or logistical talent, but on pure loyalty and who could suck up the best. High-ranking officers were constantly embezzling fuel credits. Sector governors were faking their production reports just to avoid one of Darth Vader's deadly performance reviews. So, the Empire didn't really die because of a surge of hope. It died because the supply chain for TIE fighter parts broke down. Communication channels were clogged with useless reports, and the central bank on Coruscant was just printing money to fund a war that, on paper, it had already lost. It was a spectacular, bureaucratic collapse. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed diving deep into the nerdy details of your favorite universes, be sure to subscribe for more.